You don't want to set goals because that's like short term. So you would be like, oh, I'm gonna do this challenge here for this much days. But you don't want to do that. You want to set habits. That's what I do. I try to set habits, so that's what I'm doing forever. I change the whole way that my body works.
So your concept and perception of yourself creates your reality. So your concept and your perception of yourself creates your reality. Welcome back, everyone.
What's up? What's up?
We're here with podcast. It'll be number 3 that they're watching.
Oh yeah.
So you would have probably just watched with Abby and Skrilla. Had a few lols. We love that.
Yeah, hard out. It was good.
So what's been happening? How's your boxing going?
It's good. Just been training for my next tournament. Auckland Champs.
Nice.
It's been pretty good. Been going hard out at that.
Is that something you get invited to?
Yeah, so you get nominated for it. You can't just enter it.
Yeah.
And then whoever wins that's number 1 in Auckland. So next time you see me, I'll be number 1 in Auckland.
Nice. I love that. And we just celebrated our daughter's first birthday.
What's up, Callie?
Shout out to Callie Belly.
And Tommy Guns as well.
Yeah, shout out to Tommy as well.
He's a good big brother.
Yeah, he is. All right, today we're going to talk about mindset.
Yes, we are.
So what does mindset mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot of things. You got to control your vibrations, your habits. That's just some of it. We'll dig into it soon, though. What is it to you?
For me, it's self-concept and just my lifestyle. It's a way of life. I definitely believe in like fluidity in your mind and not so much a mindset. My friends Zana and Isaac taught me that. Shout out to them. But when it comes to mindset, I definitely bring it back to like who I see myself as, like who am I showing up as in the world to be the most productive and just best version of myself. So with that is your vibration. So we're going to explain a little bit more about what your vibration and your frequency is.
Yeah. So that's kind of just keeping on the right frequency and just trying to, no matter what happens to yourself, you're always trying to think of the positive outcome out of it. And that's what I've been practicing anyway. And because everything you do has a reaction to it. So you always want to be keeping positive. Even if something bad happens, something good comes on after it that would never happen if that bad thing didn't happen.
You got to focus on the positive that comes out.
Yeah, and always just believe everything always happens for a reason.
So basically we all have our own vibration. Everything here has a vibration, even furniture, just everything in life. So we want to try and keep our vibration as positive as possible because what you put out there is what you receive. All right, so for an example, one thing that girls are constantly saying is, I'm fat. So if you say, I'm fat, then you've put your vibration out there and you're going to move through life on that vibration. And therefore, you're going to add things to your life that contribute to that vibration because what you put out is what you get back. So you're going to go through life eating heaps of junk food and you're going to, not work out and add anything positive to your life around that because you've already told yourself you're fat. I think the key thing to note here is that your subconscious doesn't know what lying is. So whatever you say, your subconscious believes that because it doesn't know the difference there. So if you go around saying, I'm fat, or look in the mirror, I'm fat, that's the vibration you've chosen, and that's going to keep continuing to come into your life.
Yeah, and that's the same, that goes with like how people say, fuck, this always happens to me.
Yeah.
Like that, it's going to keep happening to you.
Yeah.
Whatever you attract, whatever you say, words actually have power and have meaning. And that's why it's called spelling, because it's a spell when you speak. But yeah, you want to be saying positive stuff. You want to try and eliminate, and that's one of the hardest things that I battle with as well, is trying to eliminate that thought. Even if it's a thought in your head, it's still going through the fibers of your body.
Yeah.
So if
Well,
you
it's
can,
so many years of conditioning as well.
yeah,
We have to like unlearn these negative vibes.
yeah, hard out, and that's so hard. That's what I battle with every day. But I try and be positive, even when negative things do happen to me.
Mm.
I'm always like, oh yeah, so there's gonna be a good thing that comes out of this,
Mm.
and then boom.
Like when I first started back at the gym, my trainer would be like, pick up the heavier weights. I would be like, I'm so weak, I'm so weak. And then I would struggle so hard with these light weights. And then as soon as I was like pulling myself up and I was like, no, I'm strong, I can do this, I can lift any weight, I'm strong, I'm strong. Boom, I was like doubling, almost tripling the weight that I was lifting. Because I was telling myself that that's what I do, that's what I can do. And that's what my subconscious believes. And if your subconscious believes it, it's going to keep attracting it.
Yeah, hard out. The subconscious is just like if you tell a lie enough, you start to believe it yourself, even if it was from years ago. That's like anything. That's how powerful it is. You can do the same thing for positive talk.
Yeah.
And that's what affirmations are, and that's what we do daily.
Yeah.
You're just basically just learning to trick your subconscious into building this character that you want to be. Yeah, so like mindset for me as well is having the right habits over goals. So like, yeah, habits over goals. So you don't want to set goals because that's like short term. So you would be like, oh, I'm gonna do this challenge here for this much days. But you don't want to do that. You want to set habits. That's what I do. I try to set habits, so that's what I'm doing forever. I change the whole way that my body works. Yeah, so you need to change. We'll start with food. You want to change the way you eat. So that's probably like the main thing that everybody struggles with. They always treat their body as just like a sack of shit.
Yeah.
When really it should be your vessel. You should be fueling it with the right stuff. Like if you want to have like a Bugatti, you got to put it in the right fuel. You can't put diesel into that because it won't work. So obviously you need to know what you need to put into your body and always be conscious of what you're putting into your body as well, because it affects the way you think. Like if you have a day where you wake up and you're like something bad happens to you, and then you go to the bakery and have some food, and then that energy from there, you're just like, oh fuck, you feel like shit, and then nothing happens, you're not productive. Then you have another bad meal, then you're like, oh, I'll just start tomorrow. And then it just goes and just snowballs effect.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the week, you're just back on the same fucking cycle.
Yeah.
So I think
it's like treating your body like a temple. Like it's also an investment.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people think because we eat organic, it's so expensive and oh my God. But I'm looking at that organic food as an investment, because if I put that food into my body, I'm going to perform better in every single aspect of my life.
Yeah, hard out.
Like my thoughts are clearer. It's just everything, you know? If you look at it, and that's also looking at the positive out of it as well. When people are telling you negative shit, just be like, well, fuck, if you don't invest in your body, that's all good. But this is what I do.
Yeah, hard. And we're not saying you got to go out there straight away and just change your diet. Like it's like when you go training for the first time, you don't just go straight to the gym and smash out. Or when you do, people have done it all the time. When you go to the gym your first time and you smash out the hardest workout you've ever done, the rest of the week you can't even work out because your body's fucked. So like you just got to slowly eliminate stuff and change it and change your diet until you're on a roll. You don't want to
adding things in as well.
Yeah. You don't want to just straight go cold turkey and fuck yourself up because you won't last long. So that's where the habits come in, where you just want to slowly change your habits.
Also on that note, I find it annoying how there's this, like I definitely believe in body positivity, but when it comes to like really worshipping your body in a obese state, I think that's really unhealthy for young girls to come up and believe that, because it's actually a health issue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
hard out.
We shouldn't love our bodies at that. Like if you really love your body, would you be eating that? To me, it's a messed up concept. I don't get that.
Yeah, hard out.
So,
Yeah, it would be good if the like energy around that could change, because that just leads to more dramas in their lives anyway. It leads to like depression. It leads to like.
You can't tell me that you can, build up your confidence when you feel like shit. Because for me, like I have definitely been in a place where I've eaten the wrong foods and I've, overeaten, like, for a good few years and got overweight. And I don't think there's a way to get out of that unless you change your diet, because it doesn't matter what you tell yourself and look in the mirror and tell yourself that like I look great at this size or I feel great at this size. No, you don't fucking feel great. You feel like shit. You're tired. You're run down constantly. Like your body it's not made to function like that, you know? So I think we should be a bit more careful about how we're telling girls that it's okay to be like that. Like, sure, some people are. I think it's more about like loving our body types, and you know, not all of us are an hourglass, and not all of us are like super skinny or like
ant bodies.
Yeah, I think it's more about like appreciating like what body we're given and loving it by feeding it the right things.
Yeah,
feeding ourselves the right things through our mouths and through our ears and like our brains. You know, we need to just love ourselves more.
Yeah, and that I reckon that goes off like what I believe in as well, and like what I've been practicing is like with discipline. Like discipline is freedom.
Yeah.
Like people think they got freedom because they can eat whatever they want and do whatever they want, but that's not freedom. Discipline's when you know you can only eat this certain thing and train at this time and do all that, so your mind's free. Your mind wants to be free. That's the freedom that you actually want. When you're like overweight or eating bad or all that stuff, you don't have any confidence.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the freedom comes from. That's why all those people that have shredded bodies and everything like that.
Confident, it is like a prison.
Yeah, hard out.
I've definitely been in things where I've been on like this amazing overseas holiday and I'm too scared to go swimming because everyone around me looks like supermodels.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I missed out on so much shit because I didn't feel confident, and that is a fucking mind prison.
Yeah, that's the bird in the cage.
So that's why.
That's what discipline is. So
it's
yeah,
freedom.
this is what I do anyway. No, I'm not saying anybody else does it, but I reckon the freedom is being healthy and being at your optimum peak and performing correctly.
Totally. And it doesn't go to, like, we're not saying that we're perfect and we eat so well all the time, but when we're not like overeating and we don't eat takeaways. We just eat good quality food and have little splurges now and then.
Yeah, hard out. And it's hard at the start, like, because before, I used to live off pizzas and chips. Ooh, I love me some chips. But that's all I used to eat all the time. Like, that was just standard, and it didn't even, like, come to my head. Didn't even faze me that I was eating anything really too bad until I met Max. But, yeah, and then I started learning about discipline and stuff and everything. But before that, I was real bad, so it's good for us to talk about this and get you guys a little bit of knowledge on how you should be acting and treating your body. Because in the long run, you're going to end up depressed and a sloth.
So for me, when I've gone through like a big change, whether it be like putting on heaps of weight, maybe like 8 or 9 years ago, changing that, or even after like pregnancies and stuff, and just eating a bit more, or like not eating the way I normally eat. So changing that was my self-concept. So your concept and perception of yourself creates your reality. So your concept and your perception of yourself creates your reality. It's just about that vibration thing again. What you're putting out there, excuse me, is what you're going to receive. So I think like the most thing that I hear people talk about, actually one of my friends brought it up to me the other day and said, I'm great at working out, like I smash my workouts, but I really just struggle with the food. And that's because you don't have the perception of yourself that you're that girl. Like, I'm not a girl that stuffs my face with McDonald's or overeats, because that's not how I see myself. I see myself as the girl that drinks green juice, that goes to the gym every day, that's super motivated, that's on her shit. Like, I have my house in order. I have everything going good in my life, because that's how I visualize myself. That's when I think of myself, that's who I visualize. Like, I'm that girl that drinks 3 liters of water every day. And yeah, that helps so much. And it's like, if you want to be that girl, do it. Like, start right now. Yeah, another example of like your concept of yourself was like, I remember it was like 3 weeks after I had Kelly, after I gave birth, and I was still walking and like waddling like side to side like a pregnant person, because I'd been pregnant for 9 months, and so my perception of myself was a pregnant person. So that's why I was walking like that still, but I wasn't pregnant anymore. Like, that weight of carrying the baby had gone. So why was I walking like that? So I then took myself out of that and was like, okay, I'm not pregnant anymore. You don't need to walk like that. You also don't need to like eat like that. And it all changed like instantly. You know, I started visualizing myself as that girl again straight away, that girl pre-kids. And yeah, that was it.
Yeah, hard out. But yeah, once you do start changing your mindset as well, like everything around you starts changing. Like the people around you if you start being positive and thinking you're some type of person, everybody around you starts changing. The crowd starts changing. This all happened to me. Like the people I hang around now, they're all doing stuff. They're all doing stuff to better their lives. They all got goals and good habits, and they're all going for their dreams. And yeah, it's good. It's good for me because my dreams are so massive, and then hanging around people with big dreams as well makes it feel like it's normal. Where like if your crowd's small and like they're not doing much, you're too scared to share your dreams, which means you're just gonna sit back and not talk about it and not voice it, and then you're just gonna be stuck on that same negative energy. So make sure when you do start doing this stuff, just be prepared to notice everything around you change, because it will. Everything will change.
Definitely.
Yeah, and definitely the people around you will change 100%. It doesn't mean you cannot like hang out with them in it anymore, but just accept all the new stuff, all the new changes that is going to happen to you, but still go see all your mates and that every now and then, when you can anyway, or still keep up with them. I'm not saying cut them off or anything like that.
I don't think it's about like cutting off or not seeing people. I think it just, again, it's just down to vibration. Like, if you're putting that out there, you're going to get people coming into your life on that same frequency as you, on the same vibration. So it's not really like that. And it's not that, you're not friends with someone anymore. It's just you have like different parts of your life that are for certain people, I think.
Yeah.
And I definitely believe in seasons when it comes to friendships as well.
Yeah, hard out.
Just take note of people that cheer for you as well.
Yeah. That's definitely important. When you start getting deep into it, you just start learning like how to protect your energy as well. And you don't really want to be telling certain people certain things. Just inside, you feel like, oh, I can't tell this person like what I'm actually feeling or what I actually want to do, because you know they're going to damage your energy, and that just comes natural.
Do you mean like? Because I don't really believe in that.
Yeah, like you wouldn't tell certain people like if you're around Amanda or someone like that, you'd tell them everything, like tell them your goals and all that stuff. But then there'll be certain people where you'd like protect your energy.
Nah. Because I believe in my thing that I want so bad.
Yeah, but you don't want any negative energy to affect you.
But it won't. See, I'm like the opposite with that stuff. I'm like scream it on the rooftops. Like everyone's like, don't tell the world about your things that you're doing until it's done. I'm like, no, fucking scream it. Like tell everyone, anyone that'll listen. Tell people that aren't listening. The more you put it out there, the more likely it's going to happen. The more people manifesting on one thing is greater chance of it happening. And just the more you say it, I think, and it's good to practice that. I think it's good to practice being around low vibrational people and controlling your energy and not letting their energy affect yours.
Yeah. But I'm just saying for people that are like just starting in this journey, just when you got people there'll be certain people where you can tell the right thing when you're just trying to get out of your circle and trying to move on. If you're trapped in this low vibrational circle and like you're the only one that's got your brain sparking and you're thinking of things, you're going to be too afraid to tell those people. But as soon as you meet someone new that's got big goals, then you'll feel comfortable to tell them. That's what I'm trying to say. So once you're on a roll, then you can start fucking around with the old people and telling them your shit. There's some times where it gets a bit lonely and you notice that you can't really like, you can talk to the same people about things, but you just notice that just their energy isn't matching with your energy and you kind of protect yourself. But just don't be afraid to change. It's all good to change. Everything natural changes. The weather, the ocean, everything. Every single thing changes. And like for some weird reason, humans think we can't change. And I know like definitely for me, I thought it was impossible for humans to change, but I've changed. And it's worked out good.
Like the biggest changes
Yeah, hard out.
ever.
But yeah, definitely don't be afraid to change.
Like I get messages probably weekly about but people always ask, how did you get your boyfriend to change?
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't do anything. Like you can't make as great of a change as you did for someone else. Like they have to want to do it for themselves. Like I know that you always say that you realized what you had with me and your kids.
Yeah.
But like I think you've got to like really want to change yourself.
Yeah, hard. Yeah, I believe like when I hit my greatest low, like your greatest high comes from that. And that's like from the Eastern philosophy, the yin and yang. So like what I've learned is the little dots in the yin and yang, that's the ultimate polarity of each thing. So that's like the highest point on each side. So when you do hit that, you'll switch around and you can become the greatest you. And I think that's what happened to me.
So when you're going through something and you feel like you're at the lowest of the low, that just means that you're about to like experience greatness.
Yeah, hard out. And I didn't know that.
Again, that's flipping like the energy and turning it from negative to positive. Like it's all yin and yang. It's all polarity, opposites.
Yeah, as above, so below. Everything.
Like you've done the most visible changes. I think a lot of people are going to rely on this episode to hear how you've done it, and I think you should talk about what you were.
Yeah, hard out. So I was doing probably, I don't even know how to say the weights. I was doing like one of those.
What of that or that?
I was doing like one of those of that.
Oh, the G's watching. Everyone's going, what's that? What's that? What's that?
Fuck. Well, I don't know how to say. Yeah. I don't know how to say like quantities, but I was doing like a Ziploc bag I was probably doing like a Ziploc bag in like 2 weeks, which is a lot.
So that's an ounce.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Of what?
Of cocaine. At one point in my life, and it was fun at the time at the start. Not gonna lie, but yeah, it just started fucking turning into a trap really, and I was just blowing heaps of money on it, and it was just a spiral really.
It's a big blocked nose and shit.
Yeah, sounding like this when I talked. But yeah, it was just a spiral, and I just got into real bad habits, and everything that came with it was just bad, and I just hit rock bottom. Yeah, that yin and yang thing must have happened to me. I don't know how it changed, but I definitely wanted to change my life, and then I took my boxing more serious.
We were like not good as well.
Yeah.
We were like on the rocks. I think I had completely checked out of the relationship. But I just always knew that you had something in you and you were going to do something great and you were going to change. Like I believed that, so I just put my head down and like hustled as a mum. Like I was just like, Like, we weren't even sleeping in the same bed. Like, we spend no time together at all. Like, I was just like, all right, I'm just going to keep my family together for my kids because I feel like this isn't going to be forever. Like, I just knew.
Yeah.
Like, I put up with so much shit from you.
Hard out. Yeah, I was hardly home ever.
Like,
Yeah, I would get home at like 11 or 12 at night, and then I'll be gone again in the morning.
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
out
it
getting
was
absolute
crazy.
cooked.
And I didn't even know either.
Mm.
Like, I knew obviously you did that, but not that much. And I didn't know you were doing it during the week.
Yeah,
Like,
hard
no
out.
way.
Yeah, there's no
Like,
way I
you
would have
hid
told
it
you.
so well.
I just turned into like a shell, I think.
Yeah. You could definitely see it in your eyes and like your face. You were kind of just like, you didn't have that spark about you. That you weren't funny anymore is the main thing. Like, you were so funny. And when that went away, I was just like, I just kind of thought you were doing too much like naughty stuff, and maybe that was like eating you alive. It was probably a balance of two, because I know that like when you do naughty stuff, you're trying to like drown yourself with drugs, and
and
then it just became a habit.
I buzz out all the time when I think about that part of my life, because I've changed hard out. Like, don't do any.
Now he's like swerving possums on our rural road so he doesn't hit them.
Yeah, I was going to hit one the other night on the deck, but...
Yeah, he came in, he's like, fuck, I can't do it.
I like stunned it with the light and everything, and I was just like, oh no, we're good. Because the karma will come back around, yin and yang.
Yeah, exactly.
Something bad will happen to me, so... That's how I think all the time as well. With mindset, like, doing positive stuff for other people, you just know that it's always going to come back. But if you do it genuinely and know that it's going to come back, it just ends up turning into fun for me, really. I go out my way and like, I'll like everyone's shit. I'll like reply to everybody's stories if they're trying something new, or even if they just post up and said, like one of the other boys out there just said, fuck, I had a mean weekend. I'll just reply to it like, I'm just that guy now. I just try and project positivity. Just shit like that. I just like, whatever my boys are doing or anyone, I just fucking project positivity on them.
Build them up, eh?
Yeah, because like you said as well, that is how I see myself in the world as well.
Yeah. I think that is when you feel you're experiencing so much growth, because it doesn't become about you, just you anymore. Like, you want to uplift other people. And that's ultimately why we're doing this podcast. Like, we want to share all of this because it's helped us, and like we want to help others. And yeah, I'm the same with my friends. I'm like, fuck yeah. Or like, even if they don't even put anything out there, I'm like, I've been watching you. I see you've been staying home. I see you've been like training hard out.
Yeah.
And then they reply and they're like, honestly, it's because of you. Like, I'm real inspired by what you're doing. And I'm like blown away. I remember I started crying when Stacey said it to me the other day on Mother's Day. She's just like, you've inspired me. And I just bawled my eyes out. I'm like, I love to affect anyone positively is like my ultimate goal.
Same. Yeah, I go hard on that as well. I'll go hard on that. And I don't expect anything back as well. I think like that's where people get tripped up. They'll like stop doing it for people.
Yeah.
But just know that you're doing it for you. Like, it's going to come back to you regardless. Like, you don't need to be worried about if they're going to reply, because the reply will come from the universe.
Hard. Even one of my friends just posted last Monday and she's like, starting 75 hard today, hope I can do it. I'm like, you can do it. Don't say that. Like, you can do it. And I just message and hype them up and be like, you fucking got this.
Yeah, and that's big in the boxing world as well. Like, I reply to people that are in my same weight class in the same division, like when they win their fight, or like if they're training or they post a video up, I'll like it and reply, like, because at the end of the day, it's me versus me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going in the ring to fight me. Like, it's my decisions and everything that's led up to that, my habits and rituals.
Yeah.
All the little wins add up, and then
I noticed that.
I'll win.
Like, all of yous are actually like that.
Yeah, so like we always support each other, because at the end of the day, we all love the same sport.
Yeah.
Even though it's just individual,
And I think you all know what it takes to get to that level, and so you respect other people's grind.
Yeah.
Another thing I get asked a lot is from like heaps of mums asking how I've got the energy to do like the 2 young kids, work and gym every day. And again, That is part of my perception of myself. I mean, there's that thing about, listen to your body. If you're tired, don't do this, don't do that. But you've got to be so honest with yourself and know if you're using that as an excuse to not work out or not get up and tidy the house, or you've got to be honest with yourself and see if you're just being lazy or if you really are tired and you need that rest. Because as a mum, and I'm guilty of it, like as a mum, you definitely go, oh, the baby woke up too much last night, I'm just going to not work out today. It's a really easy, but you will be so surprised if you work out and you stay consistent with it. You can do anything. Like the amount of energy I have from working out is crazy. Like I don't sit down all day.
Yeah, hard out.
I'm like, because I work out in the morning. So it's like a marathon, getting the kids up, getting them ready, dropping Tommy off at school, and then going to work out. The rest of my day, like the tone is set. I went so hard out in my workout, therefore I'm going to go so hard out with the rest of my day. And I just feel like I can conquer the world after that. Like a lot of people think that you're tired after a workout. It's not like that. If you're consistent and you have that self-concept of yourself that you're someone that works out every day, and that creates, your domino effect for your lifestyle, you can do anything. Like there's not a night that I go to bed and the house is fucked.
Yeah, hard out.
Like everything's done, and it never used to be like that until I started working out every day, because I made that part of the concept of myself.
Yeah, hard out. Yeah, and that's the same as like with guys as well. Like your mindset is everything. Like it's 99% mindset, 1% skill set.
Yeah.
If you can get the right mindset, you can master any skill you want. And that's what I want to just teach all these young guys out there as well that think they don't have anything, or even the old boys as well. Heaps of old people with young
thinking they're stuck in there.
Thinking like, oh fuck, I just got to do this. Like you can do whatever you want, just change your mindset. That's all you got to do. It's all mindset, and you can learn. Like I think I can do anything all the time. I've always been like that. I just think I can do anything at all. I would give everything and go. I think I'm the best basketball player. I just think I can do everything because it's all mindset.
Yeah.
Like I think if I actually put my mind to anything, I can do anything, and that's how it should be for anyone.
It's my literal slogan in life. You can do anything, and I tell people that all the time. You can do anything. Even if you
this is what I do as well. Like I just make sure I'm 1% better every day. Then by the end of the year, you're 365% better than you were at the start of the year. That's way better than trying to be 100% for that 1 week and fucking out and going backwards.
1% better every day.
1% better every day. That's all you need to do. Just 1% better. That's all.
Yeah. Do one more push-up.
One more push-up. One more of everything.
Yeah.
One more glass of water. One less glass of fizzy. Just one thing. That's all.
There's a positive out of it.
Yeah.
Everything. Okay, so if you want to grab a pen and paper, we're just going to literally leave you with a couple of things. We'll write it down in the description as well. But these are some key things to take away from it so that you can really utilize this episode in the most productive way possible. So my biggest thing that I want to tell you is your self-perception and your concept of yourself creates your reality. So think of who you want to be. It's that girl that drinks green juice. She drinks 3 liters of water a day. She's a mom that has her shit together. Think of that girl and be that girl. Just be her. And you will start attracting things into your life that girl does. I'm literally a living representation of that. Like I was definitely stuck in my mum's slum. But anyway.
Yeah.
We're doing our...
And another one to take away is your habits. Don't set goals, set habits. Change everything little by little. Little by little. Yeah, habits last forever. Goals last to the time frame that you think it's going to last to.
Okay, another thing to take away from this is your vibration. Your frequency is key. Your subconscious does not know lies. So tell yourself every day who you want to be, what you're going to do.
Affirmations. You can just say every day and every way, I'm getting better. That's all you got to say every day.
Yep.
Just set an alarm for like 3 times a day and just say that one affirmation and watch everything change. Another one is 99% mindset, 1% skill set. So if you put your mind to it, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to change as well. Don't be afraid to change. It's going to happen if you're leveling up.
You don't need another self-help book. Okay? Nothing in there is going to tell you anything that you don't already know. You have the knowledge. You know not to eat that burger. You know that as soon as you think about working out, get up and do it. Organize a babysitter. Work out a structure with your man where you can both satisfy that part of your life. You know, you can always do it. Like, how bad do you want it? Just do it.
Yeah. And remember to protect your energy as well.
And lastly, you can do anything.
Anything you want. It's possible. Look at us here.
Yeah. We've come a long way.
Us and the lady behind the lens.
Such a short time as well. Like, if you think about it, changing our lives around about November last year. It's like seven or 8 months.
That's because we're putting all our thoughts out on pen and paper and then breaking it down and doing that shit, cuh.
Yep, for real. All right. Our next episode, we're going to have an athlete on the show.
Yes, we are.
One of my good friends. Keep an eye on our socials to see who that's going to be.
Stay positive.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, and tap into Evolve.
Peace. New Zealand sport legend. He's a pro baller. He is a long-time personal friend of mine. He is a spiritual being, a father, a fiance, New Zealand's very own Kyrie Irving, if you know, you know. Mr. Corey Webster.
What do you reckon happens when you die?
Ooh. To me, the soul, like, obviously already knows everything. Like, our human experience is just for our soul, like, to remember what our soul already knows.
Do you reckon
Bro,
anyone's
AI is
watching
out of
us?
control.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like the Anunnaki are watching us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
We're like their Sims.
we're like their experiment.
Do you know what my theory is on how they're watching us?